Everybody at this juncture can get a bucket, but get me a stop.
Your officials, Joe Vasily, Eric Bruton, and Karen Priato as we get set for the tip. It'll be Colley going against Dahlquist, and both these teams have ridden some hot three-point shooting, but only one will remain and put on the glass slipper after today as the Fighting Camels control the tip.
We see William and Mary starting out in a man-to-man defense, and they like to switch 1 to 3, so take a look at what that will look like as this game unfolds.
Early three-point shot. Nunez had nobody on her, and that's a miss, and here come the Tribe down the floor as Colley will initiate the offense. Dance, who's been sensational in the tournament, misses her first shot.
Yeah, she's made 13 of her last 16 shots from range, blistering the nets from 3 over the last couple.
Nunez had a near triple-double in the semifinal win over Charleston. They go down low. Dahlquist well defended. That was Kayla Rolfe with the defense.
Yeah, Rolfe did a great job of walling up right there at the lane line, not giving up easy buckets. And even if she was pump faked, I think she was still stood her ground right there.
Rolfe, the third-year player, has already graduated from William and Mary and now has a decision between some potential job offers and playing one more year of college basketball as Dance can't connect on her second jumper.
And Monet Dance tried to attack the cross match and was hesitant with that decision. You have to be deliberate.
Dahlquist from outside, the game's first bucket. Dahlquist 4 of 8 from beyond the arc. Last game, Rolfe can't answer, and that's going to be an opportunity for Campbell. Down the floor, they're pushing it. It's Boone to the cup for the lay-in, and what a find from Nunez.
When you have push-ahead passes like that and set her team up in the quarter court.
William and Mary 0 for 4 to begin this game, and obviously nerves have got to be high. Yeah. Who's going to settle down first? And that's another turnover off the knee.
Not giving up second chance points and stopping them on one stop there. And then you've got to be able, for Campbell, you've got to be able to see the 3 and be the 3. They share the basketball, making the extra passes.
Nunez picks up the dribble, kicks it back up top. Dahlquist plenty of time here. Here's Fuller. Back to Nunez, given plenty of real estate. Nunez makes him pay. A splash from outside, and that'll warrant a timeout from William and Mary.
It's the pace of play they want to create with their disruptive defensive energy.
William and Mary, as we've mentioned, never made it to the NCAA tournament. Curling around, no good for Colley. Now it's an 0 for 5 start for the Tribe.
And just credit Campbell's defense. It has been stout, to say the least.
Dahlquist with the mismatch. How about going off the window?
Silky smooth to the rack.
Cassidy Geddes, the sophomore, into this game early. Blocked down low. Fuller got a piece of it. Here's Felton in transition. Felton dumps it off. Boone, pump fake. 12 to nothing.
Cook up on this side. I mean, they have not been able to attack gaps. Great gap discipline defensively by Campbell again.
Rolfe no good with the left-handed attempt. It's Felton trying to go coast to coast, poked away from behind, right into the hands of Boone, but that's going to be a foul on Geddes. Gianni Boone, who leads the Camels in scoring at just 11.1 points per game. We've talked about the balance. Had 10 points to go along with 3 rebounds in that semifinal victory. Been 9 for 15 in the last couple of games against William and Mary, and it makes it a 14-0. Gear up for back-to-back battles on the ice as the NCHC semifinals puck drops Friday at 5 Eastern. See which teams can advance to Saturday's championship matchup. Catch all of the action right here on CBS. Down the floor come the Fighting Camels. Dill left wide open for 3. That's going to check up short, but then an offensive rebound and a foul.
The proverbial switch that's flipped to dial it up, like it's got to come from the inside. That's not a tactical whiteboard situation. That's a tap in.
Keep in mind for Campbell, it's their 3rd game. Not easy by any means, but still one less game. And when we were talking to Coach Dickerson Davis, she said, listen, we don't even have bathtubs in our hotel room. We've got to do everything that we can to make sure we can ice and recover and get our legs ready, because we're certainly tired, and it shows on a lot of these jumpers as they trail 16-2.
Yeah, no question about it, but maybe get downhill and take the higher percentage shots because of that.
Colley, the drive. Colley getting into the paint.
You don't have that early lift. Get to the rack.
After starting 0 for 7, William and Mary 2 for their last 4. That jumper short. Rebound scooped up by Nascimento.
Let's see if they can get some kind of cadence right now They've scored a couple buckets.
Nascimento trying to use the screen, can't find the angle. Nascimento down on the floor, trying to get back up, and one opportunity as Natalie Fox sneaks it in.
Claw back into this game.
It's the first foul on Nunez, so keep an eye on that with 3:32 left in the first quarter. Free throw's good for Fox. It's a 7-2 run for the Tribe. They trailed 14-0 to start this game. Still lots of time left, though. Neither team really filling it up from outside. That's how they've really gotten to this game so far. Nunez, high arcing shot.
We're talking about those big numbers from the outside for Dance, looking for another one. Decided to give that one up, but she has just been extraordinarily efficient from three. So you have to honor that.
Nascimento gets the angle, and the Red Seas part as she scoops it to the cup. Nunez trying to pick on the switch, slings a pass, back up top. Felton pump fake. Dahlquist thought about it for a second. 10 on the shot clock, and Tucker will try, no good, but an offensive rebound put right back in by Boone.
Boone was a bear on the glass right there.
Screen coming from Beckwith. Nascimento pull-up jumper, no good. 5 seconds remaining.
Two high hands snatching that down.
Here's Nunez, 2 seconds left. Nunez, a deep three at the horn. How about the screen set by Dahlquist, but the shot is no good. It's still an 11-point lead.
Earn everything in the postseason, and you do that with discipline, and you do that with your culture and philosophy that was created in November and December, and you grow that thing, and then you develop the energy, the effort, and the focus necessary to stay accountable to those qualities.
And both these teams dealt with some early adversity in this season. Only recently, Campbell, they've won 11 out of their last 13 to get here to this championship game. Nice find inside, but can't get it is Boone. And for William and Mary, they suffered a loss against Drexel about midway through conference play, and then would go on to lose 7 of their next 9, but completely flipped the switch in the tournament. They've won 3 straight. Nascimento, a little too strong there, but it poked out. Here's Dance, a chance, and Dance on the second chance.
That ricocheted right into her hands. All she had to do was lift and flick.
9-point lead for Campbell. How about the find from Nunez to Dahlquist, who goes off the glass.
Dahlquist was very nimble on that slip cut to the basket, and that's such a tough cut to guard in a short space.
Dahlquist now with 7. Here comes Nascimento trying to use another ball screen on the perimeter. Navigating Dahlquist somehow got it right by her with the left hand. Cross-court pass, a little dangerous, but Campbell regains the possession. 6 to shoot. Nunez gets the switch. Nunez down low. Boom, pump fake, coming over, but a late foul from Beckwith. To answer the question everybody's thinking, how do you get the name Fighting Camels? Well, a fire destroyed much of Campbell's original campus back in the day, and the school's founder, Dr. James Archibald Campbell, was really upset about that, and someone encouraged him and said, your name's Campbell, they get a hump on you. And he thought that individual said Camel, and here we are. They are no longer the Hornets. That was their name back in the early 30s, and now you have just one of 2 Camel mascots in all of collegiate sports.
I like Camel better than Hornet.
Much better, much better.
Way better.
So Nascimento will settle in for the long jumper, goes off the glass again. And Nascimento now up to 8. And now it's just a matter of William and Mary trying to get a few stops here. Campbell started this game 3 of 6. They're now 8 of 20. Another outside look. Dahlquist, starting to lead the charge.
My hand right in her face. She just knew exactly where the basket was.
Courtney Dahlquist averaging 9 points per game, already above that. Nascimento navigating the paint, picks up the foul. Led the league in scoring during league play at just under 18 points per game, and truly a 3-level scorer. And you see how comfortable she is.
Size over 6 foot to be. No, you have to have a motor, and that's what she possesses.
And listen, Campbell got out to a 14-0 lead. If I'm William and Mary, I'm feeling great about where we are at right now.
Absolutely, with that really slow, sluggish offensive start and defensive start, right, that went unanswered for a long time. They have gotten back in rhythm by attacking the basket.
Nunez, 1-2 step as it rolls in. Colley trying to go all the way by herself. herself a pump fake, a little show and go, skips it over.
As a show and no on that one because she lost her balance on the release of the shot. The idea was there. Just have to get lower so you have more body control.
Also had Dance on the perimeter clapping for an open three, and sometimes you wonder, down 11, maybe you're starting to force things just a little bit for William and Mary. Nunez, though, no issue whatsoever.
Although right now Campbell holds a 14-8 advantage on paint points.
Campbell has turned the ball over 5 times in the last 8 minutes. There's the response. Frisbee Smith whirls one in.
1 for 6.
It's better than 0 for 6.
There you go.
That much. So
hey,
William and Mary, a much-needed 3. Still trailing by 10. Boone, how about the quick take to the cup?
Yeah, she rejected the screen.
Still a quiet first half for Dance, just 1 of 5 with 2 points. Frisbee Smith from well outside, and that'll careen out of bounds. It's just a matter of what size glass slipper do we need.
Yeah.
Nunez, stop and pop. And now Campbell just 1 for their last 4. Geddes, open look, rolls one in. And now that's 2 triples in the last couple of minutes for William and Mary. And they make it a 9-point game.
But I love the family atmosphere of that.
3-pointer from the corner. Fuller, offensive rebound, controls it. Back up top. Here's Tucker, the drive. Nearly loses the basketball. A hard fall. And Olivia Tucker, the freshman, to the free throw line.
It's the wrong side of a double-double.
Yeah, absolutely. First free throw's good. Team that only shoots 64% from the line. That's bottom 10 in the nation. But so far, 6 of 7 as a team, whereas William and Mary just 3 of 5 from the line. So far, the Fighting Camels. Dance draws 2. Frisbee Smith will fire the 3. Too strong. And Campbell's going to get one more look here.
Yeah, and they have to be poised and composed with their shot selection right here. And you can see them establishing a 1-4 high set, looking for Iverson, just bringing those wings underneath the 2 players at the elbows.
Jessica Woods with 7 seconds left. Woods fighting through some defenders. Nascimento's going to get one more clean look. Has to chuck it up. Oh, banks it in! Nascimento, a clutch 3 at the horn to put together a marvelous first half. 13 points. And that might be the straw that might break the camel's back here for William and Mary.
Oh, how about that? A smooch off the window for good measure just to make sure. And wow, that is the dramatic momentum that William and Mary was craving to have. She said, cash that one in from 3. We're going to have to really be able to maneuver against the 2-3 zone. William and Mary didn't run it a lot, but they ran it enough to get them out of offensive rhythm. Let's see what kinds of defensive schemes they come up with here in the second half.
Dance just 2 points, 1 of 5. Nascimento leading the way with 13 points, half of the offensive output for William and Mary, including that bank-in 3 at the buzzer from near mid-court corner 3. It's short. And keep in mind, William and Mary, that's going to be a jump ball. And what's at stake? Their first ever conference tournament championship and first ever trip to the NCAA tournament. And for Campbell, it's their first CAA championship and just their second NCAA tournament appearance since the year 2000.
Somebody's got to do it.
Somebody's got to do it, absolutely. Huge opportunity for both these programs. And beautiful pure jumper right there on the baseline as Dahlquist.
And her teammates trust her and they continue to feed her.
Call a step back jumper, no good. Rebound to Felton. And Felton immediately pushing the pace down low to Boone. Boone, great defense down low, but then a late whistle.
And that's why you attack the glass like that, so you can push ahead and run.
Jasmine Felton, we mentioned her performance in the semifinal. 16 points, 12 rebounds. All over it.
Yeah. Great anticipation, stayed clean up top, no body contact.
Backdoor cut, Geddes, excellent finish. That was just the 3rd assist of the game for William and Mary, so it goes to show you that they haven't really had the ball movement they've been looking for. Boone, stop, Dahlquist, outside, another triple. Oh, you betcha. Just won a state championship, and
yes.
Where's he going to play?
He will be at Michigan State in the fall. Shout out to the South Lake Seahawks.
As Nascimento buries the mid-range jumper, and I'm sure it runs in the family, as you could probably take a look at the basketball talent. You're in the Maryland Hall of Fame as well. 2-second all-time leading scorer in Terrapin history. Is that correct?
Back in the day.
It's not bragging if it's a fact. Here we go. Dahlquist down low, and she might find herself in the history books someday. She's got 17 to lead all scorers in this game.
Keep shooting the ball. That's what you do. And keep attacking on defense as well, and that has been the separating factor for Campbell.
And the question is, where does William and Mary find some help for Nascimento? Is it dance as she gets her second bucket? Dahlquist kicks it over. Boone, pump fake, step through, tough shot off the heel, and another rebound for Nascimento.
Nascimento trying to put pressure in the open floor right here, but good defense, and that's why that was one of the keys, defensive transition.
And Dickerson Davis wanted a set there, a little miscommunication. Frisbee Smith, corner three, buries it. And it's an 8-point game as William and Mary just won't go away. They've hit 5 out of their last 6. Boone pivoting, Boone goes bank. And it's back to a 10-point lead.
Yeah, she has been the X factor, coming up with big plays like that, just tough in the paint buckets. Staying balanced, keeping that basketball nice and high.
Colley to the corner, Frisbee Smith, another three. Oh, she gets another. Dahlquist, quick closeout by Colley. Here is Boone. Boone. Oh, shook her to the floor, but can't get the finish.
To the ice patch.
Nearly completes the highlights instead.
Yeah.
A chance for William and Mary to make it a 2-possession game, and a miscommunication. They throw it away. It's Boone in transition. Kicks it over. Tucker with the left hand, and the foul. William and Mary was trailing by 7. They were down 14-0 to start this game. A 10-point lead for Campbell after that one possession.
And William and Mary have been good at taking care of the basketball. Only 6 turnovers right now, and now another turnover.
And back-to-back turnover. They had 21 turnovers.
Yeah. Well, that can't happen. I mean, they've scored 5 points off of those 7 turnovers now, and it's really not a big number, but in a close game, it makes a big difference.
Tucker launches a 3, and Tucker, a 6-point swing all by herself, and now she's up to 8 points, but has widened the gap. And then a response by Nascimento, having to carry a heavy load right now for William and Mary. She's got 17.
And she wants that. She wants to carry the team in that way. She knows what her role is, just like everyone else on the court understands their assignment as well.
Nunez whips it over, had a chance to go down low to Alexander.
I thought she had position down there. You got to feed that. There she is.
They get it to Alexander. She backs up, whistle for a travel.
Coach Fisher was motioning the 2 palms to the sky, and that's exactly what he was wondering over there on the sideline.
Monet Dance checks back into the game. With just 5 points, she's trying to match her scoring. Nascimento, a 3, bounces in, so she responds with 5 straight points. Campbell's done a good job of maintaining this distance. Nunez, pocket pass, what a find. Alexander, a bucket and 1.
Short space. It's got to be perfectly timed. On time, on target. That's exactly what Nunez did right there.
Well, how about the catch by Alexander?
Yeah.
She just took one dribble with the left hand immediately on that and was able to get to the cup. Misses the free throw. Under 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. 10-point lead for Campbell. Nascimento with 20 points has been unstoppable, and the onslaught continues. She gets fouled and has a chance to make it a 7-point game with 34.2 left in the third quarter. Nascimento at the line. Completes the 3-point play. It's a 7-point ball game. Dahlquist and Felton give each other the cue. It's Felton coming off the screen. Dahlquist, Tucker, curling, Tucker blocked, and a chance here one more time for William and Mary. Nascimento, does she have another buzzer beater? Nascimento, Frisbee Smith at the horn. Oh! William and Mary, the Tribe. They want to make this a ball game. A huge corner 3. They're trying to get back to the tournament for the first time since the year 2000.
Well, you've got to commit to grit. That's what wins in the postseason. X's and O's, everybody understands that assignment, but who's going to be tougher?
Nascimento to the cup once again. We've got a 2-point game here in D.C. Boone with some positioning down low, and Nunez another turnover. And now opportunity once again for William and Mary. Frisbee Smith has been excellent, 12 points. It's a season high for her. Nascimento coming off the screen, draws two. Nascimento poked away, and that's going to be off Nascimento.
And let's take a look. Try to decelerate. I thought it got hit out of her hands, but then it hit her leg.
Hit her leg.
After.
Strong take by Boone right to the cup, and it's a 4-point lead for the Fighting Camels.
Boone has just been that glue player for Campbell in this game in every facet.
Boone with a quiet 15. Geddes gets the angle. Geddes spills to the floor, picks up the foul, and a chance for one more.
And was able to maneuver herself with contact to finish at the end of that play. Tough bucket.
It's the first foul on Boone. Free throw no good. And then a jump ball that's going to be possession Campbell. But it flips the arrow in what is now a one-possession game.
And snatch it up.
Nunez gets it to the paint once more, but looking for somebody to cut open. Back up top, Nunez thought about it, a travel as he switched pivot feet. And that's now 3 turnovers for Nunez. Erin Dickerson-Davis, head coach for William and Mary in her 3rd season, an extension signed through 2029. Set school records for conference victories the last 2 seasons prior to this one. A chance to guide William and Mary to their first ever NCAA tournament. It's Dance up top. Colley calling for it down low. Kicks it back out. Dance, 10 to shoot. To the corner. Geddes the 3. Oh, and that's the first lead of the game for William and Mary as the Tribe have come back in this one. A 13-2 run. Nunez still not looking for her shot. Passes it over.
And she's got to lock in and be in attack mode.
Nunez in the paint, pivoting. Nunez with the left, gets it to drop. And the Fighting Camels wrestle back the lead.
There she is. You got to go. There's no holding back. This is your moment. You got to make it count.
Both teams emptying the tank. 4th game in 4 days for William and Mary. The slip from Colley. Colley back up top. Nascimento the drive. Nascimento to the cup. Gets her own miss. Up one more time. And the lead exchanges hands once more.
So Campbell doesn't need to settle for threes right now. They need to be in attack mode and carve the paint. They've found success in the paint all game.
Dahlquist thought about bouncing it off. 5 to shoot. Nunez has got to hurry. Frisbee Smith defending. Nunez fading away. Short. Rebound to Colley. First offensive possession of the game that William and Mary has had the lead on.
See what they do with it. Got to stack possessions to your favor.
It's Nascimento, 10 to shoot. Gets a second screen from Colley. This time, hesitation! Left Dahlquist in the dust!
You can see Coach Fisher reorganizing his team here in the quarter court.
Nunez, 11 points, 5 of 11, dumps it up. Dahlquist, a finish off the glass, makes it a 1-point game.
That's exactly why Nunez needs to have command of the possession.
Nunez now with 7 assists. Nascimento doesn't get a piece of the screen. It's Colley up top, patiently dribbling. Colley steps through. How about the footwork? Popcorn's in!
I would say go for something quick right here, right? And not necessarily a 3. Try to get some misdirection. Try to get something that Nunez can get downhill with. She's trying it.
Dill, still plenty of time to work with. Back up top, Felton. Over to Dill. Dill the drive, gets the angle. Dill to the cup, drops it in.
Big bucket, right? And that's exactly what they needed. Empty out the weak side, no help defense around.
First points of the game for Dill. Nascimento working the corner against Dill. Stops on a dime. Nascimento puts it in. 31 on her stellar afternoon. Under a minute left. Still the drive, Fuller on the wing. Nunez will take the wheel. 10 to shoot. Nunez gets the angle. Nunez to the cup. 1 point game, 39.4 left.
They've got to come and meet every single pass, set solid screens, and utilize them well in the quarter court. Now, they don't need to rush for a quick shot. They need to milk this clock. Come and meet that pass. You saw that? Frisbee Smith had to come run through that basketball. But right here, they'll probably get to a shot around 7 or 8 seconds on the shot clock.
Both teams have plenty of fouls to give. 8 seconds left to shoot. About an 8-second differential between shot and game clock. Nascimento, the midi, rolls it in! 3-point lead for William and Mary. Timeout Campbell as Nascimento going supernova here in the second half.
Nascimento going video game right here with the step back midi from the foul line that snuggled its way home.
Nunez to inbound. Nunez trying to find somebody open as Dahlquist slips a pass. Tucker for 3 and the tie. No, she falls to the floor. Colley hangs on. Frisbee Smith back to Nascimento. It's keep away. Colley wrapped up with 1.1 seconds left.
A long pass. I see Dance pointing that way.
Colley down the court to Geddes and wrapped up with 0.4. They have to get it in here, and that'll clinch their trip. The pass. A foul. It's over. Swap the sneakers for the slipper. William and Mary into the NCAA tournament for the first time. They will review the clock. So the foul was on Felton. Still,
the game clock will be reset to 4/10. The ball will be inbounded on the end line.
So they're going to change the clock to 4/10 of a second. They're going to say the foul occurred before the ball even got into play. So now that's 3 fouls for Campbell, and now you're on the baseline. And once again, you just want to inbound this thing cleanly.
And Campbell, they have to hurry up and get back over here.
Colley to inbound. That'll do it. We'll say it again. Tried the sneaker for the slipper for the first time ever in school history. William and Mary is going dancing. Off of the heroic performance from Nascimento, her 33 points guides the tribe to the title, and just one of the most remarkable individual efforts you'll see.